Hello, how's it going, everyone? Today I'm going to talk about how the housing market going to be in 2022, and also today Zillow Group just announced its earning. It beat its expectations. The share price up 20%. And if this is your first time in my channel, please like and subscribe. And also turn on your notifications so that way that you don't miss out any future update on my channel. And usually I would do a daily updates on my channel. So turn on your notification and give me a subscribe. Don't miss out any update that I give out on stock market and crypto market. Let's talk about how the housing market going to be in 2022. As 2021 and 2020, and we see housing market going up crazy, right? So from the data, it shows that average each household, their equity up about 56%. So which is that increase about like 30 to 35% on their home equity. Based on the data, shows that as soon as you put out the house on the market, it will get sold on the premium, like talking about 25 to 30% premium. Is this going to be the same story in 2022? If you guys know a little bit more about the housing market, you guys can comment below my video about it a little bit more. But there's a couple factors that I think in 2022 that everyone that should be look out for is the Fed raise the interest rate, right? So everyone's not going to get that 2.8% interest rate on their mortgage. So the interest rate is going to be higher. So in that case, the finance cost will be higher. So less people might be tends to borrow more money to buy their first home or to buy extra house to rent it out, right? And also the past 2 years, the rental business is booming. I talked to a few of those real estate agents. They were saying that this couple of years, rental business is booming and people are paying more rent than ever. As the housing price appreciate, the middle and the middle lower class people that to put down their first down payments, and the house price is much higher. It's about 25 to 30% higher than they could afford. So that makes them to be a renter, keep going rent the house, right? So with the housing market slowing down in 2022, I would not think that it would slow down quick enough for people to realize that the housing market is in the correction. Based on Zillow Group's earning today, it beat its expectations. It looks like the housing market is still in the bull market, is still continuing doing good. And let us take a look at how their investor presentations, and then let you guys to determine is the housing market is still going to be in the bull market in 2022 or not. Take a look at their investor presentation real quick, so that way that you will understand more in the housing market in 2022 and how it's going to affect your decision to buy your first home or your decision to buy your extra rental to get passive incomes. So it is the US #1 online residential real estate business app, okay? Just in case that if you guys don't know what it is. Let's take a look at the chart right here that the housing market is growing 9% on the annual basis. So the housing market doesn't really matter in the short term. That's another reason that why a lot of people preferring to put some of their cash into the real estate market and to let it conservatively grow safely on their portfolio, right? Let's look at their profit margins. Looks like they're growing at 57% since 2018. And they also growing 255% on their EBITDA since 2018. So the business on the housing market are doing great for this 4 or 5 years. Its revenue was $2.1 billion from 2021. So they're projecting their revenue growth to $5 billion in 2025 based on the forecast and the opportunity that they see in the housing market. That's pretty much implying that they're gonna grow 24% on the annual basis. As you guys can see, they are holding $3 billion in cash. So that $3 billion in cash, they can invest into a lot of different projects to grow the company, right? So after we see the financial, it looks like the company looking very, very good for the housing market, right? But why the company from its all-time high $200 dropped $44, the lowest, right? But today bounced back up to $56. The company was very focused on flipping houses and buying all those houses with a big premium, and then they tried to resell it. And they actually took billions of dollars of loss on flipping operation business. The management actually realized it's too volatile and too risky for their shareholders and for their business to sustain. And they lost billions of dollars on flipping houses and buying houses in a premium and sell it in a discount. This is not a great model to do that, right? After they've written down their home flipping operations, now the business start getting more healthier, and they're projecting their revenue growth to $5 billion, and they're projecting their profit margins at 45%. You look at the technical analysis over here that the last quarter, after like they're flipping all those houses and they lose a bunch of money, and after they're flipping all those houses, already start coming down from like the 200 level, right? So as you guys can see right here that, okay, as you guys can see that keep making a downtrend from beginning of 2021. That was the peak of the housing market, right? Everybody stopped buying houses around that time, and everybody that they know that the US stopped printing all the money and inflation is coming, right? Everyone want to put their money somewhere that can hedge the inflation. So when you guys can see right here that from 2021, their stock price skyrocketed to like $200, and all of a sudden it saw downtrending, like due to how they run the operation. So they keep losing money by trying to flipping houses. After last quarter, their earning was really bad. So it's, this downtrend continue. But however, as you guys can see, this earning, it jumped 20%. It actually beat the Wall Street expectations. And see right now, they set the bottom. So based on the chart and based on the financial numbers, and also it looks like Zillow is also a good buy opportunities at this point. It looks like they turned their story around, right? And as you guys can see, the housing market might slow down a little bit in 2022, but since inflation is still here, people will put their money somewhere that can hedge inflations, which is people would put their money in gold, people would put their money in real estate, or even people could put their money in like Bitcoin to try to hedge this 7.5% inflations, which is the CPI number just released yesterday that's showing that inflation is at 7.5. And that number it's just horrible, right? The market reacted a little bit. That's looking pretty good at this price level. And also, this is not a financial wise. And also at the same time, do your own diligence on investing in the real estate and real estate related stocks. I hope this video helped you guys to understand a little bit more what's going on in the real estate market and all those housing related stock and how they're going to perform in 2022. And if you think this video is helpful to you, please give me a like and subscribe. And make sure that you turn on your notifications so that way that you don't miss out the next video. And make sure subscribe and turn on your notifications. Thank you guys.